Hi Service Alternatives and welcome to Good Day SA. In this episode, I will be sharing SA Today, a segment where we will be highlighting what we as an organization have been focusing on during the first quarter of 2021. What have we collectively accomplished? What have we been challenged by? And what are a few things that we're anticipating as the year progresses? From there, for our SA Heart of the Moment, we will be joined by a variety of SA team members who will be sharing what hope means to them. We know that hope is a critical element of resilience, and we know that resilience is one of the ways that we stay strong, maintain empathy, and extend kindness to ourselves and to others during a really difficult time, such as a pandemic. I want to thank each of these team members for sharing their hearts with us. Enjoy! Here is an overview of some of the happenings around service alternatives through our first quarter. I'll be using the values framework, starting off by the short definition of each value and following that with a few examples of what has been done in the context of that value. Excellence. The pursuit of excellence is an ongoing practice requiring persistence and diligence. Lynn Lewis, training specialist, became certified as an independent right response instructor trainer. This is excellent timing given the growing right response opportunities as our communities open up. We have a new position at SA, that of a design specialist, and they have been very busy this quarter with our 2020 annual review, our updated COVID protocol training, a variety of right response products, and the midpoint strategic plan update. We launched our SA vision statement, and our new values posters are being distributed as we speak. Following COVID protocols has been of utmost importance, and SA employees by and large have done a very, very good job with this. It has shown up in the results of our limited COVID positive cases throughout our organization. Community. Community is the basis for belonging. It helps people feel valued, accepted, and worthy. It is the why of the work we do. We are in the initial stages of private pay adoption home studies in Region 1. This will be a new service for us. Clients are getting back to work, some with increased hours and some with new jobs. We have been participating as an organization in advocacy initiatives for child welfare. We are active members of WACAF, and we have participated in reaching out to legislation on important initiatives such as CPA rates, in-home services, travel costs, and a variety of requirements for staff. Respect. Respect is the manner in which we walk through our lives. It is rooted in the fundamental belief that each human being is truly valued and deserves to be treated with dignity and kindness. We have been working very specifically to include voices from throughout SA in the various initiatives we are working on. This is being done through listen and learns on various topics and on greater integration of our leaders. We recognized our program managers, area managers, administrators, and the executive team as SA leadership, and will be doing more to establish alignment. We also defined our area manager team and had our first area manager team meeting. We will be doing specific work with this group of people throughout the year. Integrity. There is a grounding truth in human services. The work we do has real impact on human lives. Throughout SA, there is specific work being done in a variety of ways to strengthen the connection between what we are doing, what we are saying, and how we are documenting that. On the systems side, SetWorks, which is our cloud-based system for documentation, has been implemented for all of residential services and adult, as well as respite services. We now have consistent documentation standards in place for all children's residential services, BRS therapeutic foster care, BRS in-home, CPA, family preservation services, and safe care services. And we have rolled out our first company-wide office QA tool, which will bring a level of consistency and standards to all of our offices. We also continue to take steps to maintain the safety and integrity of our data. The tech department has been implementing new software to help keep data on our phones secure and to add an additional layer of security to our computers. With the significant uptick in phishing, online scams, and ransomware, this is critically important. Employee satisfaction. We at Service Alternatives are a team of dedicated, mission-driven employees, and each of us puts our heart into everything we do. The success of our programs and services is dependent on the job satisfaction of the people who do the work. We launched HR Connections for ease of benefits enrollment and management. We coordinated a large number of vaccines for employees throughout the state. We taught 360 attendees in essay classes. We piloted our new webinar version of Intro to Elemental Leadership. We hired a job recruiter assistant who will make it much easier for hiring managers over time to vet and screen applicants. We paid out $1,000 in referral bonuses for employees who have referred friends and family to SA for employment. We hosted virtual Rising Stars cafes, which included our Rising Stars getting to know one another, learn about Service Alternatives as an organization, about our strategic plan, and about how to build resilience. We graduated 2 leaders from executive coaching. We streamlined a more functional and user-friendly way for new hires to onboard to SA. And we paid out a COVID appreciation bonus to all employees who are working for SA in the first quarter and who contributed during the 2020 COVID-19 tremendous work that was done by everybody. Customer service. Customer service is the act of taking care of customers' needs by providing and delivering professional, helpful, high-quality service and assistance before, during, and after requirements are met. First, we had 2 new clients moving into residential services, one from Kansas, which highlighted the great skills that we have gained in supporting clients onboarding through virtual means. Our technical assistance department provided 192 hours of training, 60 hours of hosting, and coordinated 30 trainings for the Developmental Disabilities Administration. We completed development of primer and elements portions of the e-learning for a potential blended certification that is currently being tested. Fiscal responsibility. Service Alternatives' mission is to advance the potential of our communities, customers, and ourselves through exceptional service. This is grounded in the ways we obtain, budget, spend, and account for our financial resources. We hired a financial specialist for King and Pierce counties, which will support clients in both counties to have streamlined support. King and Pierce County Residential Services have added a P to their meetings for updates. They prioritize priorities, problems, positives, and now profitability is the last P. They are really working together to minimize overtime. Our end-of-year financials in partnership with our CPA were completed in a very timely manner this year, which simply helps many things around Service Alternatives. The DDA cost reports were turned in early, which is always exciting. And Clark County has been building their caseload, and they're up to 12 clients, which is great progress toward this program becoming sustainable. In addition to the successes, we have had challenges, as we always do. In particular, this first quarter, hiring has been extremely difficult, and that has translated to an increase in overtime. We are in the process of pursuing significant structural and organizational change. This requires a tremendous amount of leadership and coordination with managers, administrative assistants, and all employees through this process. We are still working as an organization to improve accountability to our systems. And we're looking forward to building services back up in some areas that have truly been impacted by COVID. Employment services and in-person training services are the 2 hardest hit. And then there's COVID. COVID still stays with us, as we know. As we look ahead through the year, we have a variety of new work we're anticipating with an enhanced respite program in Everett, adult residential services in Whatcom County, licensed staffed residential services in Pierce County, adoption home studies, and new clients in a variety of service areas. We have some sabbaticals coming up this year. We're growing, as you can see, and we are anticipating exploring some new ways to advertise and attract staff to our employment. It's a great place to work, and we are looking forward to finding some new ways to find great people to work here and be part of what we do. We have a very busy summer we're anticipating in Right Response, given that lots of places are starting to open back up and kids are going back to school. And our new Service Alternatives website will be coming out of the architectural phase within the next couple of weeks and beginning graphic design. We can't wait for the new website to come at the end of this year. In close, one of our administrators noticed that we adapt and change rather well as an organization, even in a pandemic and even with a lot of change that we are taking on ourselves. Take pride in this essay. There is so much you are each doing every single day to achieve our vision of thriving communities that empower and are powered by each person's unique contributions. Thank you for doing your part.
Well, I'll start because this is the first day that my child went back to full-time school. Thank you. It is hopeful. It's been a long year with kiddos at home and trying to work and do all the things, right, with your children sitting beside you as you have multiple Zoom meetings. Work still has requests from you. So right now, my hope is that my child is back in school. That is very nice.
I have 2 teenage girls and they went back to school full time this week. That gives me hope that the kids are able to go do what they want to do and be social, and they're happier. And we are too.
Well, one of my coworkers in my office gave me this lovely thing just a couple of days ago. So the flower itself is hope. The person giving it to me is hope. So, and my daughter has a rabbit named Hope, which is also symbolic of spring.
For me, seeing small acts of kindness, we really try when we go out into the world, just try to notice what people are doing for each other. Just even putting a grocery cart back for somebody else or opening a door. I really like humans when, I really pay attention to what's being done in small acts of kindnesses, and that gives me hope.
For me, something that's been really helpful is reviewing progress reports when I'm writing them for kids. And I recently wrote a progress report for one of my first clients who started a year ago, and just to see the change that she's made in spite of a really difficult season in her life has been really helpful, because it's been a difficult season for all of us. So to see that, this 14-year-old girl can make progress in spite of that.
Definitely.
I feel like anybody can.
I planted some seeds the other day at the Burlington office, some carrot seeds. They're from the Child Abuse Prevention Month that's going on right now that I ordered from the department, from DCYF. And so I'm excited to see those grow. Personally, this is my second year as a manager, so I'm really excited about growing in my leadership skills and just acing the therapeutic work since I've been doing that for a while.
I think for me, it's acts of kindness, whether they're big or small. Just seeing people give random acts of kindness gives you optimism and hope. And it can be as little as, helping somebody, helping a neighbor with, some lawn maintenance, to just giving a call to a friend that you haven't talked to in a while. So just little random acts of kindness always give me hope.
The biggest thing too is coming into the nicer weather. It's so much more motivating, and when it's dark, I don't want to do anything, and it's really easy to kind of get stuck in those pieces, but there's a lot more energy coming around. The kids, you can get outside and do things, and just that all around motivation factor of having the better weather just encourages more stuff to get done in a more positive attitude. And I also think what's been really kind of encouraging with Cedar during this time has been, we did see a drop in kids we were serving for a while, but we've been at our full capacity, which is 5 kids, for quite some time. But services, we have transitioned more and more kids into long-term placements with kind of the slowdown. So seeing that, really the slowdown made more happen in a way. It may have taken a little bit longer, but that's been really, really cool to see, is kind of a forced slowdown, better services.
Thank you for joining us for episode 10 of Good Day SA. Thanks for all the work our amazing SA team of employees does every single day to advance the potential of our communities, customers, and ourselves through exceptional service. Your work is reflected in every bit of this episode. I encourage each of you to keep your eye on the horizon, to stay strong, to take care of yourself, to extend kindness to others, and to keep your eye on silver linings, where hope often resides. Have a good day, SA. Bye-bye.